Oh, wow. He was out there hunting and didn't have any luck. They came right up to our bedroom window, taunting him. I can hear the seeds in there, which is exciting. Hello, it's Crystal. I am in my basement. I had a baby a couple of months ago. Her name is Lila, and I have to do another load of laundry. So that's why I'm down here, but it reminded me that I have something fun to do. I have these beautiful things. These are loofah that we grew last year, and I kind of want to open them and see what they look like on the inside. Maybe get some more seeds to grow this year, hopefully. This here is my indoor growing space that I have in my basement, and I've been trying to get it organized, ordering some stuff to start seeds and waiting on seed orders to come in. I ordered seeds from Fruition Seeds and MIgardener and Baker Creek, and my order from Baker Creek got lost in the mail, so I emailed them to ask them if they knew the status or do I need a replacement order, and they said I definitely need a replacement order, but I haven't heard back about that. So still waiting to get those. Once I do, I'll share with you what I got. I'm trying to be more frugal this year. With a new baby, things are expensive, and just trying to grow a garden using seeds that we already have, but still keep it interesting by getting a couple different new varieties that I've never grown before, which is always fun for me. All right, I'm gonna start a load of laundry and then we will open up some loofah. So the goats are doing really good. Hi, Rocky. Good boy. Here's the loofahs that we have. I'll put in the description the variety that they are and the seeds, where we got them from. But we started these last year and the vines took off. We got one, and a really good sized one that was hanging down from the arch trellis that we put up, and I harvested it and tried to let it dry out outside, but it ended up just getting moldy and mushy and disgusting. That was kind of disappointing, but then the vine took off and spread out all over the place, and we got a whole bunch of these. I can hear the seeds in there, which is exciting. Oh man, this is exciting. Okay. Wow. Look at all the seeds. I don't think I'm going to be getting any sponges from this. When we harvested them outside, I didn't want to leave them outside to dry because that wasn't working. It was just too damp of a climate last year, too humid, and just they weren't drying out outside. So we brought them inside and we put them in our basement, which our basement is actually kind of damp, but we have a dehumidifier down there. I'm assuming I have plenty of loofah seeds for the year. That's what the inside of these look like after they've been drying for so long. It's pretty cool. All right, so I got a lot of seeds here. So the garlic that we started, I want to say back in November, it's kind of a blur for me. I was 8 or 9 months pregnant when we did it, so I was tired and don't really remember doing it. But I know I videoed it, and I think it was the last video that we posted. Here's what the garden looks like. So over here I had put up one of those raised bed greenhouses, and we had a really bad storm around Christmas time that took it out. Also took out our power for a little bit. We ended up taking it off because it was completely destroyed. So was the other little greenhouse I had over here, the shelf one. So that one is gone. And then the greenhouse over here has a big tear in it. So we're gonna try and figure something out, whether we put up a high tunnel or a more permanent greenhouse. But over here we have these beds that need to be cleaned up. The trellising is coming down. So lots of work to do in the garden. Let's go check out the garlic. We had planted garlic that we grew in both of these beds, and in this one I also put shallots in that I've never grown before. So I'm interested to see how those do. But it doesn't look like anything's happening with the shallots or the garlic in this bed. And this one, the chestnut red garlic has popped up already. I don't know if that's what that is over there. Oh no, some of these are too. What are these? The music garlic looks like it's coming up a little bit right there, and possibly the Italy Hill. Underneath here, there's some sort of rodent living. They've pushed out the landscape fabric, and those are their little holes there. I did notice one of this clove was pushed out of the ground. I had to put it back in. The next step for these will be fertilizing them in the springtime. But for now, we're just waiting to see if they come up out of the ground. It has been such a strange winter here. It's really nice out today. I don't actually know the exact temperatures, but the other day it was in the mid 60s. And the week prior, it was like -4 degrees outside Fahrenheit. And it was cold. It was so cold. And then like 2 days later, it was up to 65 degrees. I don't really know what to make of that as far as what to do in the garden. But I'm just going to wait for it to be steadier temperatures. I see that the apple trees, the cherry tree that we planted last year, the pear trees, and the blueberry plants, they're starting to get buds on them. Hi, chickens. They're doing so good. Over here, we have the disaster of a strawberry bed. It's been working out really well. It's gotten overcrowded, so I'm gonna have to thin it back this year. The week before we had our daughter, Lila, we had deer in the yard right behind our bedroom. I had insomnia really bad, and we noticed the deer walking right outside the bedroom. Which was funny because Steve he was out there hunting and didn't have any luck. They came right up to our bedroom window taunting him, but then they came over and they ate the strawberries. I don't know what's gonna happen. They got right in here. I don't know if I'm gonna try and fence this whole area in. There's so much work to do over here. We have all the landscape fabric is ripped up. It got all overgrown because I was pregnant last year. I just had a hard time bending over. I have a lot of work to do in here to clean this up and make it pretty again. It'll be fun. It'll look good when it's done. And then the chickens are doing so good. We're getting a lot of eggs. You know, we stopped getting eggs, I want to say the end of November through December. I had to get a couple dozen eggs from the store just so I could do some baking, because we were only getting about an egg every other day, and that was just from our new hens. And we feed them a lot of protein and snacks and things, and so in January they actually started laying again. I want to say between 4 and 5 like every day. You know, there's one, like the other day we only got 1, and then the other days we got 6 and 5 and 6 again. So the averages change a little bit. But here is the kiwi vines. They've gotten a little unruly here, so I don't want them growing through the fence. And I'm going to trim them back pretty aggressively. We did get some kiwi berries last year, which I was so excited about, and then the birds took them. So this year we're going to try and pay attention. And if we get any, figure out to either, you know, get those mesh bags to put around them. Let's go ahead and prune these back. There really is no rhyme or reason to how I'm doing this. I'm just going to be cutting off the pieces that really aren't the main ones. Like this one's coming all the way up and going over and starting to climb the deer fence, so I'm actually gonna cut it down here. I did try propagating these last year. I had some cuttings and I got them to root. And then I tried transplanting them into soil once I got them to root, and they did good, and then they died. So I don't know if I just didn't, if the soil dried out. I'm not really sure what happened. I would like to try it again. I'm just not going to try it again this year. That's how it looks now. I cut a lot, and they're pretty aggressive growers, so we'll see if this helps or hurts it. I pruned it back last year. It came back with vengeance. So we'll see what happens with how much I cut this year. Okay, ladies, you guys want snacks, huh? Let's see if we got any eggs. Oh wow, looks like 7 eggs today. That's exciting. Should have brought my basket. Not bad. Towards the end of fall time, I want to say, our chickens were looking pretty rough. They were missing feathers and they look like crap. And so they stopped laying, except for the 2 new hens that we had gotten last year. They had stopped laying December into early January. And during that time, all of that protein in their system was going into producing new feathers. And they look great right now. They look so healthy and happy. And we're getting these beautiful eggs, which is really, really nice right now. Yeah, we're pretty happy with them. I gotta take down the Christmas wreath. It's time for the Christmas wreath to come down. All right, well, I'm gonna bring these in and finish cleaning up, and then I think that'll do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.